Now that is cool. It's BFG's ThermoIntelligence 9600 GT OCX. They overclocked the heck out of this thing, and they put an awesome cooling unit on this. With this cooling unit, this card is up to 18 degrees Celsius cooler. That much cooler than the standard 9600 GT. And that means there's even more overhead. Now this one's already clocked at 725 versus 650 on the stock clock. You've got 64 stream processors, and those are clocked at 1850 versus 1625 on the stock clocked version. And also we have 512 megabytes of GDDR3, and that's clocked at 1950 versus 1800. So 150 megahertz overclock on the memory as well. And it still stays cool. Looks awesome. Look at that. I'd wear this if it was an accessory. It's not really an accessory you can wear, but it's an accessory that can make your computer awesome. Also, it runs an SLI, so if you want to pick up two of these, you can have two awesome cards that run nice and cool in your system. So you can run them in tandem. All right, let's just skip everything else and go straight to the benchmarks. That's all anybody ever cares about. Let's talk about Crysis. Medium settings, 1920 by 1200. That's right, we pushed it all the way up there. This card is at 34 frames a second. The stock clocked 9600 GT is at 31 frames a second, and it's running a lot hotter too. The 8800 GT is at 39 frames a second. All right, Unreal Tournament 3, 1920 by 1200. This card, 69 frames a second. The 9600 GT is at 59.5 frames a second, and the 8800 GT is at 80 frames a second. See a little difference there. This thing's fast. And it's nice and cold. I just want to look at the cooling unit for a while. It's got a nice heatsink, got a nice big fan. It's very pretty. I wonder who thought of this. Someone who's very thermo-intelligent, obviously. Look at the front. Of course, we have two DVI ports. And in the box, they've included a DVI to VGA. And it's black. I like to point that out because a lot of them are gray. Not that you're going to be looking at the back of your system, but if you do, it's black, and you can be like, mine is black. That's neat. Awesome. Now you're going to need 400 watts or more. I recommend more always, because I'm that kind of guy. To run this, there's a 6-pin PCI Express connector. They've included this in the box. That's Molex, 2 of those, and then 6-pin PCI Express on the other. Plug it in right there. Now also on the other side, you might have seen the S-Video port right there beside those DVI. Yeah, I wasn't going to leave it out. It also comes with component 1080i through the component connector. These things are awesome for decoding HD video as well. Blu-ray, HD, H.264. All that business is going to be taken care of right here. It decodes it all. So your CPU can just sit back and go, Your CPU is going to be chilling with you on the couch watching the video while this thing does all the work. It's the crying shame. It also is a little quieter than the stock version, and it's so much colder. Up to 18 degrees colder, Eric. That's nice and cool. The BFG 9600 GT OCX ThermoIntelligence Awesome Edition. I'm adding that. Tell them to add that. Awesome Edition. It's the coolest card out there. I'll see you next time. For more information on the BFG 9600 GT OCX with ThermoIntelligence Awesome Cooling, go to compusa.com and type B52-9608 into the search box. Or you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 1-800-COMP-USA.